What is faith? Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is substance. It can be felt. Faith is evidence of the unseen. Faith sees as God has seen. Faith is information. Faith is not blind. Faith is the knowledge of what God has prepared for those who love Him. Romans 8 verse 28. And we know that all things work together for the good of those who love God, to those who are the called according to His purpose. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7. For we walk by faith and not by sight. For we walk by the knowledge of God and not by our own limited perceptions. Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways, declares the Lord. Faith is taking the thoughts of God towards man and accepting it as the highest truth. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Faith is that compass from God that gives direction. It was faith that led Abraham to leave his father's house in search of the promised land. The mind of God given to an individual and them taking action upon those thoughts is faith. Hebrews 11 verse 8. By faith Abraham, when called to go to a place he would later receive as his inheritance, obeyed and went, even though he did not know where he was going. Faith is the shield that defends against the attacks of the enemy towards your mind, the constant pestering of depression, frailty, laziness, self-pity, sorrow, and unbelief, and all things of the enemy. Ephesians 6 verse 16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Faith is the knowing that you know without understanding how you know, yet you just know. Faith is taking God's word as the highest truth. Psalms 138 verse 2. I will worship toward thy holy temple, and praise thy name for thy loving kindness and for thy truth. For thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name. The truth of God is faith. He has lifted his truth above all his name, and that truth is 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 9. Eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor have entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for those who love him. This is faith.